Oh, hey!
I didn't see you there.
Welcome to Mason Gross.
Hello.
I'm Michael,
I'm Delmarice.
and I'm a second-year saxophone performance and music education major.
And I'm a third-year music education major, bass trombone.
Come on in, we're going to give you a tour of the music facilities.
This is Marriott Music Building. This is sort of the main hub of the music department. We have classrooms, we have practice rooms downstairs, we have recital halls upstairs, and a bunch of staff and faculty offices in this space. So if you're a music student, you will definitely be in this building all the time.
Yes, this is the central hub of your music career at Mason Gross.
Hello.
Hello.
Come on upstairs and we will show you the upstairs of Marriott Music Building. Let's check out the recital halls, maybe some of the classrooms. Plant.
This right here is Share Recital Hall.
Share is a space that you will be in throughout your Mason Gross career for all kinds of different reasons. Faculty recitals regularly take place here, as well as student recitals. So you may well be here for your senior recital in 4 years. Master classes take place in the space. One time we had a Baroque dance class or music history. So definitely a multi-purpose space.
Yeah, and if it's unlocked, you can even use it as a practice space.
Recording for festivals, all sorts of things.
So here's the basement of Marriott. There are currently 20 practice rooms down here that are all first come, first served. There's no reservations. You also have your mailbox, your student mailboxes here, and there's a bunch of information on the wall for summer festivals, for things happening at school, and even some job opportunities.
We'll spend lots of time down here.
Yeah.
So this is what a practice space might look like. These rooms are quite big. They're good for individual practice, but I always have my chamber rehearsals down here with my saxophone quartet stands, equipped with pianos, so you will never have an excuse to not practice for piano class. But yeah, these spaces are my favorite acoustics to practice in.
Yeah,
So-
I only practice down here. If I don't find a practice space, then I practice later. Unfortunately, your first year, you're gonna have 8 a.m. classes. Oral skills will be in that
Probably
room
there or right
or
upstairs.
upstairs. Luckily, it's right across the street from where most of you guys are gonna be living.
Exactly. Roll out of bed, like 8:52, you brush your teeth, you run across the street. Nobody cares that you're in your pajamas. It's great. So across the street there is Gibbons, where most music majors will end up living, which is pretty convenient. Has practice rooms in the basement downstairs, which is also awesome.
Yeah. It's a nice community because you'll mostly be living with other Mason Gross majors and music majors, so you'll see everybody. You'll be living next to people you'll have classes with.
And it's definitely an interdisciplinary community. I made a lot of other Mason Gross friends in disciplines who I wouldn't normally have classes with, theater majors, art majors, and those are friends that I made my first year at Gibbons that have lasted now throughout my Rutgers career, even when we're not living together. So it's a great way to get to know the other artists here.
Yeah, and it's not just the first year dorm. You can live there however long you want.
It's a space with about 15 to 20 practice rooms and 2 classrooms. So it is definitely a hub for the jazz department. The jazz department regularly has class in here, but anybody can use these practice spaces. Thank you. What I will say about the music annex is that it definitely has the prettiest practice rooms in all of Mason Gross. You walk in here and you get these really, really nice views out, sunlight over the river, or creek, I suppose. It's really nice. I like to sit in here. Also big mirrors. I'm not gonna lie to you. I take mirror selfies. Yes. We look amazing. We look so good. Look how good we look.
Here at Mason Gross, every single practice room is equipped with a functioning piano. So, like Michael said earlier, you'll have no excuse to not practice the piano.
Oh, hit him with that view. That one's great. I like that one too. Right? So nice. At Mason Gross, we like bridges. I don't know why. We just got a lot of bridges, man. This connects the
Music annex to rehearsal hall.
yes. So when it's raining, you don't have to walk outside. When I'm carrying my bass saxophone, that's really nice. I'm not gonna lie to you. When it's raining, I can't carry anything else. Stuff's heavy, man. Thank you very much. What a gentleman.
So rehearsal hall is home to a bunch of dance studios, and there are 2 spaces for musicians. There's rehearsal hall 104, where you'll have some large ensembles or even some classrooms. And then there's also access to Nikolas Music Center, where we'll have our concerts or recitals or our music assembly clubs.
Mm-hmm. This is kind of a cool space that you do get to share with other artists. So you're walking down the hallways and you'll see people from the dance department, sometimes the acting department, walking through here. So it just makes me feel like I'm in a community of artists, which is one of my favorite things about Mason Gross.
So this is outside of Nikolas Music Center. Nikolas Music Center is a large stage that seats about 750 people. And here is where you'll have large concerts for instrumental music majors, or even dance recitals will be held in there.
So this is the main performance space for Mason Gross. This is the big stage, at least on the Douglas campus, and most of your main concerts will be there.
Yes.
So if you want, we can take a look outside, maybe see the lobby through the windows. We're standing right now outside Benton Bender Plaza, which is just a really nice community space. When it's nice out, you'll see everybody eating lunch out here. You see all your friends, you know, from every discipline, which is really nice. We're right across from the theater buildings. It's a pretty place. You know, we have an ice cream social at the start of the year. And this is outside of Nikolas. Maybe we can peek in. I'm not sure.
And right here is the Mortensen Hall atrium, where you'll have the Schindel Choral Hall, where a lot of choir rehearsals and concerts will happen. And then the shared space between the Mason Gross, all the Mason Gross departments, where people like to hang out and eat food, have chats, and do a little bit of tutoring sometimes, or talk to the deans. It's a really nice space.
Yes. There's soon to be a new coffee spot inside, so you can go. Oh no, when you wake up early for 8 a.m. oral skills, thank you, Dale. No problem. And you're running out the door and you don't have time to get coffee, but you're a caffeine addict like me, you can still get your fix in between classes at Mason Gross. So those stairs just lead to more lounge space. There's the Schindel Choral Hall, which regularly gets used for other recitals as well. So it's not limited. But if you are in Kirkpatrick Choir, the highest level choir here at Rutgers, then you will definitely rehearse in that space. This is sort of our crowning jewel, I suppose, my favorite place to hang out, the Mortensen Atrium. There we have our closed right now, but soon to reopen coffee spot. Microwaves. It's a really nice place to hang out. There's a lot of glass, there's a lot of natural light.
Downstairs, if you look down those stairs, there are more practice rooms.
This is where I have my locker. This is my personal favorite place to practice because A, I don't have to drag a baritone saxophone upstairs. And B, these practice rooms are air conditioned, which is so clutch during the summer. You don't even know. They're pretty too.
Down here, we also have our state-of-the-art recording studio. And classrooms down there.
That was my freshman oral skills classroom, man.
And here, there's also another lounge area if you just want to rest or...
You will see me
Do
taking
homework.
classes here. I mean, taking naps here in between classes. It'll happen. You will see me. There's our recording studio. It is definitely locked right now, unfortunately, but students do have access to this space, which is awesome. My freshman year, one of the composition students wrote a musical for their senior recital, so they were able to gain access to the space to get that musical recorded. I played in the musical and I got to record in there. It was really fun. It's a really nice space, and it came out sounding awesome.
Yeah.
It's also much more affordable to use that space than it is any other sort of recording studio. We sort of get a records discount, which is really nice if you're interested in recording something. It's not just available to composition students. If you're trying to record something for a festival, you can use that space. You want to take a look at the inside of practice room? Practice room?
Sounds like these are trick.
Somebody in there.
This one's open.
Here, do you want to do, this is the big one.
Oh, okay.
So this is one of our grand piano practice rooms in here. Air conditioned, it's nice. I don't know, I think it's pretty, you know. This is my favorite place to practice, so.
I've recorded a woodwind tech assignment in here with a bunch of other people learning the clarinet for the first time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you want to open your locker?
Yeah, absolutely.
Show us your locker.
So this is my locker. I have it right down here. Most people generally have their lockers in, Music Annex or in Marriott, but I am lucky enough to have one in this space, so it's pretty empty right now. I took all my instruments home, but there's my coat. There's a sign left over from the climate march in the beginning of September. I don't know, I like to keep it. There we go. Yeah. So as promised, Mason Gross likes bridges. This is our sort of main bridge that connects buildings like Rehearsal Hall to Art History down there and Walters right down there, which are also shared spaces. Walters and Art History frequently get used by the theater department, but we in the music department will regularly have classes there, theory, music history, and we have ensemble rehearsals up in Walters upstairs. So that's also a cool shared space, and I don't know, it's just a pretty view.
Yeah.
You know, over there we also have the Kissing Bridge. I don't know why they call it the Kissing Bridge. Oh no, well, they say, right, if
You and your loved one walk across the bridge while holding hands. You'll be wed.
yeah, so for those of you who are trying to get married, I don't know, I'm gonna wait till my 30s.
These bridges also connect Mason Gross to the rest of the Douglas campus.
Mm-hmm.
This bridge leads us to the library and also the Douglas Student Center, where a lot of us frequently get food in between classes.
The Voorhees Chapel.
Voorhees
Sometimes you
Chapel.
have music assembly or recitals there. There is a really nice, huge organ there. So organ majors, or those of you who like hearing organ music, which is me, that's definitely a space we'll be in. Oh, hey. I didn't see you.
Thank you for coming on the virtual tour of Mason Gross.
And we hope to see you here in the fall.